In the quiet countryside, Sarah has returned to her family's crumbling Victorian home. She's there with her father, John, and her uncle, Peter, helping get the place ready to sell. But after a small spat between the two men, Peter storms off to town to grab more tools. Not long after, there's a knock at the door. A young woman stands outside, introducing herself as Sophia, an old childhood friend. The only problem? Sarah doesn't remember her. Moments later, Sarah hears a crash. John has fallen down the stairs. Panic sets in. She tries to flee, but every exit is sealed. With no way out, she hides, heart pounding, from someone she can't see. Then she finds John, unconscious, bleeding from a head wound. Desperate, she runs to the basement looking for the cellar door. Down there, she stumbles on a bed, signs that someone's been living below the house. Suddenly, she spots a figure closing in. She bolts, slipping out through the cellar door, just in time. Outside, Sarah runs into Peter. He's back. But before they can make sense of things, she catches a glimpse of a young girl standing in the road, then gone. Inside, they find John's body missing. Then the power cuts out. With nothing but the flash of a Polaroid camera to guide them, each burst of light reveals more. The girl, a man, both in the room. When the lights finally come back, Peter's nowhere to be found. Sarah hides as two men enter, snapping disturbing photos of someone unseen. She grabs Peter's gun and tries to stop them, but ends up retreating to her room, spiraling. Paranoia takes hold. Hallucinations hit hard. Childhood trauma, a blood-stained bed, and that same girl submerged in a bathtub filled with beer bottles and blood-red water. Terrified, Sarah runs, only to crash into Sophia. Inside the house, John is awake, bound in plastic, slumped in the living room. Sophia hands Sarah a key. It opens a box filled with childhood photos, proof that Sarah was once one of John's victims. The little girl she's been seeing, the shadowy figure chasing her, it's all been fragments of a buried trauma. The house has pulled it all to the surface. Now Sarah is taking revenge. But she's not just remembering, she's reliving it. Caught between past and present, her mind fractured by dissociative identity disorder, she becomes the intruder and the hunted all at once, attacking John and Peter while simultaneously trying to escape her own past. The so-called intruder forces Peter into the living room, only for the truth to come out. It's Sarah. And Sophia? Just a figment of her fractured mind. John manages to talk Sarah into untying him, then turns on her, lashing out with his belt. Peter steps in, desperate to stop the assault, but John only mocks him. That's when Sarah grabs a sledgehammer and ends it. One brutal swing and John is gone. Peter pleads for his life, admits he should have stopped the abuse. Sarah says nothing. She just walks out, leaving him behind. What happens to Peter after that? No one knows. And that is it for this 2011 film called Silent House. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. I shall see you again in the next recap. Until then, this is your host for Movie Recap, signing off.